everybody. Welcome to Cosmic Chats. We're here with Jiaoying Summers. Say hello.
Hi, guys. So honored to be here.
Oh, the honor is all us. This is a busy mom, the funniest woman from China in Hollywood. And that's no joke. She has 2 clubs that she is running, the one in Hollywood and one in Pasadena. All of the links are going to be down here. She's actually a TikTok phenomenon as well, but we'll talk about that later. We're going to ask her, I don't know, how would you describe the taste of a banana to someone who's never had one?
It tastes like a happiness. It tastes like you are not married.
And your husband has now left the room, I imagine.
He's in his earplug. He can't hear me. Also, my husband kind of tune out when I talk, that to keep himself from insanity.
He's like, please go do your comedy. Do whatever, say whatever you need. Get out of my way.
Yeah, that's what he said.
Do you have much of a childhood eating bananas?
Actually, I came from the middle of China, Henan province. I married to a Shanghainese man, is by the coast. But in Henan province, because it's very cold, bananas grow in Hainan province, the south. So eating banana is a privilege. You have to be from a wealthy family to have banana. Banana always, smell good, tastes very well. So my memory of eating banana, the first banana I ever had was probably like when I was 13 years old. My dad went a trip to the south and he brought banana. It was green when he came back. It was yellow. It was the best thing I ever had. Like, I wasn't the pretty girl, but I brought banana. I gave the hot guy a banana in my school. He was like, you can be my girlfriend for today.
So you gave the guy the banana.
The hot one who didn't talk to me, yeah.
Did it work?
It worked, but next day he stopped talking to me, because I only had one banana. Oh, I was poor.
You needed a bunch of bananas.
I want a tree in my house. Now we can have it. We're in California, sunshine state.
Right.
Right. But there's better sunshine in California. We all know that.
Now, growing up, was there a moment in your childhood where you realized that things are not as people say they are?
Yes, definitely. I grew up in China, and I have darker skin compared to other Chinese girls. Therefore, I was considered very unattractive, and which is what I see everywhere. I knew I wasn't pretty, but then I see Hollywood movies. We have African American actresses; they are gorgeous. I'm like, but she's hot. Why is this? I just feel like maybe people I look up to, the society, my parents, my aunt, the teachers, maybe they were wrong. Maybe they haven't seen the world. Maybe there's something wrong about this really stupid way of perception of beauty. And that's when I really felt that something is wrong. I wasn't informed. I want to see the world. And that's why I decided that I want to see the world. I want to come to America. Something. I always like to question things because I just don't want to listen to other people's stories. I just want to discover maybe they are wrong.
It seems so hard for me to accept because you're gorgeous.
You're so sweet.
And you were how old when you had a moment of, I'm not attractive?
Since I was very little, because I wasn't allowed to wear hot pink clothes on me. I thought my mom was being mean, but she won't allow me to wear it because I was too dark. She said, if you wear this, we will school, the other kids will make fun of you. I want to protect you from that. I just saw that she just preferred my sister, who's 1 year younger, and she's pale. She's very, very pale. And she got to wear the pink dress. And one day I steal my sister's pink dress. I wear it. They were so mean to me. You are too dark to wear pink. How would you do this? You look so disgusting. That's what they do. Like, kids are mean, but my mom was not wrong. That's what the people would assume, that if you have darker skin in East Asia, I can speak of East Asia in Japan and Korea as well, as they prefer fair skin. Also in India, because you can see in the drugstore, there's beauty products, skincare, there's bleach in there, because having fair skin is considered attractive and the upper class.
And you were 5 or 6?
Very young. Oh yeah, yeah. And,
Wow.
and it was universal in where I grew up. I mean, in China, my mother wasn't trying to be abusive verbally. She just know if I wear pink, people are just gonna make fun of me. She was right.
And did you get to an age, maybe in your teenage years, where you rebelled against that?
I just settled my fate. I just want to go to college and see the world. I kind of just shaved my head very short. I focused on school. Like, I want to get attention from, giving, have other people to copy my homework, so they would like me. And liked me because I like people copy my homework, and I was good at school, but I wasn't that smart. I just had to study very hard over every night to study hard. I do the exam well. Next day I forget about the exam. I'm not the smart academically person, but I'm not a pretty one, but I want attention. What do I do? I'm good at school. That's how you get teacher to like you, and have beautiful girls to be your friends, and handsome boys to be friendly to you. That's what I did. And it's very tiring. My brain hurts from studying so hard.
So did you get out of there?
I went to University of Kentucky when I was 18 years old. I left China and I flew directly to USA.
What is your most memorable nugget of wisdom from having spent a college education in Kentucky?
Wow. Wisdom. Let me think. I love the Kentucky people. They are just, they're just like a really open. They are like people from the north part of China. They are so welcoming. People would try to be like, oh my God, Kentucky, they are so racist, right? Moonshine, kissing their cousins, having babies with their cousins. I'm like, well, I went to Lexington. It's a very liberal blue city in red Kentucky. People were wonderful. The scenery is gorgeous. The horse, the bluegrass. I really had a good time. I just loved how people, when they saw me, they think I'm very exotic because they don't see Asian people so much, right? And they're just so open and welcoming. I think maybe it's American thing is that when you are in China, you say, Mom, I want to be a artist. I want to become a doctor. People are like, don't say that until you do it. But in Kentucky, somebody's like doing somebody's makeup. I'll be like, what do you do? They're like, I'll become Picasso. I'm like, okay. You can say what you want. And in America, I think it's American thing. They just don't judge you. They're like, oh, that's cool. But in China, it's like, don't say anything. Just tell everybody you are a loser until you make it. For me, because I'm a talker. I'm like, I'm going to open a comedy club. They were like, but you will fail, right? I said, I will fail. Yeah, I will. But then I'll do it again.
Do you personally get offended when people refer to you as exotic?
I am not offended, but I just want to laugh about it because I'm like a cockroach in New York. You step on me, I die. You next step, you step me again, I die again. Like, I'm everywhere. Like, there's more of me than all of you combined. I don't feel offended. I just think it's amusing because people, they respect their parents and they listen, and that's sometimes they're miserable. That's why I want to go to the meditation parties. That they also don't believe in depression. A lot of very conservative Chinese family, and they don't believe in depression, and they don't believe in medication. And I think meditating is the key to really, expand your horizon and really know how strong you are, and be you, and know being you is enough. That's what I think is that I want them to know, but they don't know, because in our culture, if you are not getting straight A at school, you should die. Like, why are you alive? We can have another year tomorrow. That's what they heard. But it's not gonna help. I'm the kind of person is that if you attacking me and blaming me, I just don't thrive. If you give me encouragement, I do better. I try better. People are different. You can't. When I see the news of Simone Biles, I love her a lot. Our Olympian in the US. She said she's leaving the Olympic for focusing on her mental health. I think it's just amazing. This kind of courage, the strength in her is inspiring. But at another point, if she's a Chinese Olympian, she say that they are gonna murder her with vicious words in China. We're like, oh.
The truth of the matter is, with wonderful figures like that, acknowledging on a global scale the importance of mental health. Yeah. The pandemic really brought this to a forefront, especially meditation. And those of you who are looking for some kind of meditation, but everything seems to be a bit remiss, I would highly encourage you to check out, you'll see an image here, the free ebook. If you have unlimited Prime, right now it's free, and the nonprofit will get credit for every page you go through on the first opening. Who reads everything on the first opening? Wow. Anyway, it's the only publication globally as of this moment that has authentic stories from individuals predominantly underrepresented in the wellness community and their truth of how it changed their lives. It's unedited because it was imperative to me that their authentic voice come through, and we wanted to be PC and help the planet by doing an ebook and also be able to update as more people learn. So feel free to check it out. That link is down there. That's completely free. And that will give you some information about a practice that may help you, but going in and spending time. And I love how you put it, to be authentically yourself. I heard it today. I cannot believe I heard to be unapologetically you, which our dear friend Aidan Park will give him a shout out for the art of being yay, who really advocates that. He is a fellow friend of ours, and we both collaborate with him, that if we all had a little bit of education growing up of our EQ, our emotional quantitative response, then perhaps this big drop that we experience globally, which causes us to want the outsides to fill us up, right? And if someone is a top Olympian and decides, I need to pause, I'm here, I got here, I'm here again, I need to pause for this, proves that all the gold medals, all the tea in China maybe, will not fix the inside spiritual soul hole. It will not fill one up. And many fall down on the way up. Many don't. I love how you automatically say, well, yes, I will fail, so I will do it.
Yeah, it is the one brilliant, amazing Olympian, but I think how she put herself first and just like let people know that you are enough, you come first. This is another gold medal she would give to people all over the world who struggle with mental health. They know there's nothing wrong about acknowledging and like just to give yourself space and time.
And her showing up to watch the events, that is demonstrated. That's right. That right here, we've got our hearts, our hands on our hearts. That's truth right there.
That's the powerful woman right there, is that I need my space, but I want to see you thrive. I'm here for you.
Let's talk about that.
My teammate.
Yes, that supportive element of women supporting women. One of the beautiful aspects of COVID happening in the comedy scene in Los Angeles is there has been a huge rise of the divine organizing power, the female divine organizing power. It's not gender specific, but in this case, we have many females rising up, starting and recreating the world of comedy for a more positive, supportive outlook. We have, during this period of COVID, huge awakenings to prejudices for people versus their skin tone, whether it's because of COVID being blamed or what happens. We're going to be very general here, but we all know what we're talking about. And here you are participating in that, not opening one comedy club, but two as a female immigrant. Okay, and I'm an immigrant, so I understand a little bit of that coming to America, but a female immigrant who's also being objectified, right, in the entertainment industry, but also put down in the comedy realm. And you have an accent like me. Now, I have an accent that people think is lovely and attractive, but in the comedy world, you would be amazed at what comes at me. I couldn't even imagine what you have been overcoming. And look at what you're achieving. Why don't you take a couple of moments, if you can, to really share about what your vision is with what you've created with your two clubs, one in Hollywood and one in Pasadena. Two completely different vibes, by the way. We've got a little old lady driving around here, and then we've got the party central.
Yeah. My vision, I think when I started the comedy, my friend Jon Singleton, he's the director. He passed away. He was the man behind the Boys in the Hood. At a very young age, he got the Oscar, I think, for writing. Great, brilliant friend. I remember it was around 7 years ago. He told me, "You have an amazing sense of humor. You should develop your comedy chops." I'm like, "What do you mean?" He said, "You should do stand-up." I'm like, "I can't do this." He said, "You can do it." He actually showed me a clip of Ali Wong at her early career. He's like, "This lady is hilarious, and she's going places, and she remind me of you, and I just really want you to develop your talent. You just have to try it. You may not like it, but you have to try it because you have talent." I'm like, "No." I just was too afraid. I would never be. I mean, I already stutter and I have an accent speaking in front of people. I'm not gonna get on stage and stutter, and I wouldn't be able to do it. I know that. And the crazy thing is that I got married and I had my first baby. My baby was like turning 6 months, and John was like, I don't remember the timeline because I'm stupid. I have 2 kids. I still have hair. I still can talk. I'm not happy. Don't remember exactly, but John called me to have lunch to meet Winston, the baby boy. And we set up lunch, and the next thing I know, he had a heart attack while running. He passed away. Last message that you better do an open mic before I see you. I cried. I drove to an open mic to do the open mic after. I found out I lost him. And that's my first open mic. Yeah, I bombed on the open mic, but I loved it. I started doing open mic. I do 3-4 open mics a day. I have an infant. I just go do this, and it's crazy. Drive so much. Then my husband's like, I don't let you do this, but if that makes you happy, I don't want you to be driving around all the place for 3 hours for 5 minutes on stage. Why don't I give you the money? You open a comedy club. You just do open mic whenever you want. I'm like, okay. That's what happened. We opened on February 7th. 17th or 17th. When is my son's birthday? I don't remember. Don't blame me. I'm doing the best I can. I know he was born 2 years ago. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Anyway, I opened on his birthday, and 1 month later was the pandemic. So we were closed for, I remember during that month, Punky Johnson was booked on our show. She's now on SNL. Amazing lady, very funny. I wanted to have a space that's safe. My job is not to tell you what to believe in. My job is to give you a safe environment, like mental health, to therapeutic place. You can talk, you can speak. Just because you are a Trump supporter, you don't deserve to die. You don't deserve to just not able to talk. Then you will support more Trumps. If you can let it out, you'll be like, "Oh, I'm stupid." Yeah, thank you, Jiaoying Summers.
Having a safe space to express oneself. And really, I would agree with you that stand-up is one of the few elements in the world where we get back to our true voice of speaking our truth. And in front of live people, it goes back to the Greeks. We can go back where it's important to express oneself. And apart from being a hilarious lady, with many facets. I am delighted that you are doing what you're doing and you have a supportive spouse to allow you to do that. And I say, if it makes it get bigger, fail. Keep failing, lady. Keep failing.
Mm-hmm.
And with that, we're going to end our first part. Time went by so quickly.
Oh, so
and we are going to have part 2. So dial in for part 2 soon. Bye.
bye.